So before I would like to start, I wish to offer my pranams at the lotus feet of Rama Govinda Maharaj, Mukundatta Prabhu, and also I like to offer my pranams to Vishnu Yasha Prabhu and Vedanath Prabhu. And a special thanks to Gaurari Prabhu for managing this Golokdham temple and engaging so many wonderful devotees in the service of Radha Madan Mohan. I wish to sincerely thank him for his service, and I pray to Srila Prabhupada ji and Radha Madan Mohan that they empower him more and more to spread the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. Narayanam namaskritam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudayat nashtaprayashu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shlokira bhaktira bhavati nashtiki Krishnaya vasudevaya devaki nandanaya sananda gopakumaraya govindaya namo namaha. So unfortunately we are in this age of Kali. And in this dark age of Kali, everything is there is so much fortune also. In this age of Kali, bhakti is the only way by which we can get free from material conditioning. In earlier yugas, there were different processes and people had very less faith in bhakti. They used to think that bhakti is very simplistic. What will one get by performing bhakti? So they used to neglect bhakti and do everything else other than bhakti. But so that's why it used to take people so many births after births, ages after ages, to understand the simple fact that only by bhakti one can get liberated, or only by bhakti can one achieve Krishna. In this age of Kali, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way but only bhakti. And how is bhakti achieved? Bhakti is achieved by holy association of pure devotees. And especially one has to hear Krishna Katha from such pure devotees. Whenever you get opportunity to meet sadhus, what one has to do? One has to sit in their association, Upasita Mahamuni, and discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Because Srimad Bhagavatam is the best source of Krishna Katha. It presents questions and answers related to Lord Krishna, his name, form, pastimes, activities. Srimad Bhagavatam is so potent that it captivated the heart of Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami was a special personality. He was in the womb of his mother for 16 years. And when he came out, he started walking straight to forest. Vedavyas was shouting, I prayed that Krishna can send a person who can spread the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, and I thought it was you, and you were just walking straight to forest. So he was walking behind him. But Shukadeva Goswami had no mood to go back to his father because he was in trance. So Vedavyas did a trick. Vedavyas went back to his ashram and he sent his disciples and requested them to sing these two verses in the forest. Aho bakhiyam stanakala kutam jigansaya pyaya yadapya sadhavi lebe gatim dhatra chitam tatonyam kamva dayalu sharanam vrajama. It is about Putna. It is about glories of Lord Sri Krishna, about his two qualities. One, how he delivered Putna, who came to kill him. And Krishna gave her a position of a mother in the spiritual world, in Golok Vrindavan. And the other verse is Baraha Pidam Natavar Vapu Karanayo Karanikaram Vibradvasa Kanaga Kapisham Vajanti Chamalam Randrar Venu Radar Surdaya Purayan Gopa Vrindair Vrinda Aranyam Swapadaram Srabanam Praveshat Gita Kirti. So when Shukadeva Goswami heard that there is a boy who delivered a demoness and gave her a position of a mother, and how does he look? He is wearing a peacock feather. He is wearing blue karnika flowers on his ears. He is wearing a yellow garment. We can see Krishna there. He is wearing Vaijanti garland, and he dances when he enters Vrindavan Dham. And when he plays his flute, everybody goes in ecstasy. And all the cowherd boys, they always sing about him. So Shukdev Goswami, when he heard about these characteristics of the Supreme Lord, he decided, let's go back and try to find out who is this person. So he went back to his father and asked him, who is this man? He said, sit down. 18,000 verses we need to discuss. So this Shukdev Goswami sat and heard entire Srimad Bhagavatam from his father. And he repeated that same Srimad Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit. Shukdev Goswami was known as Aranyapriya. But later on, when he spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit, he became Vishnu Janapriya. Srimad Bhagavatam is the life and soul of the Vaishnavas, especially Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called it as Amala Puran, and he himself used to spend time in hearing Srimad Bhagavatam in Jagannath Puri Narendra Sarovar from Gadadhar Pandit. In Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Sri Rupa Goswami lists Srimad Bhagavatam as one of the 5 essential processes in Bhakti. Srila Prabhupada, he carried this weapon of Srimad Bhagavatam to the West. What did Srila Prabhupada carry with him while he came to the West? He had Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 3 volumes. And with this weapon of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada delivered the whole world. What did he do? He simply glorified Srimad Bhagavatam. He simply glorified the name, form, activities and pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, even to the newcomers. And when they heard about Krishna, they gradually they became purified and they became devotees of the Lord. If we also have to follow the same process, simply glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, simply glorify His activity, pastimes, name, form, and people will become devotees. This is a simple way of making devotees, simple and easiest way, and tested formula. Srila Prabhupada has tested, he has showed us. Srila Prabhupada took great efforts to write commentaries on Srimad Bhagavatam. Despite his busy schedule of traveling all over the world, he took out time in the night and he translated Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that if all the books in the world are destroyed, if all the books in all the libraries and everywhere throughout the world, they get burned by some reason. But if Srimad Bhagavatam remains, nothing is lost. Srimad Bhagavatam is enough to deliver this entire world. The biggest example of glories of Srimad Bhagavatam can be seen in the life of Maharaj Parikshit. Maharaj Parikshit was the emperor of the whole world. He was the emperor of the whole world. And one fine day he went for hunting, and he was thirsty and he was hungry. So he went to the ashram of a sadhu, and the sadhu was in trance. But due to some he was hungry, so he became a little upset that he was not welcomed properly. So he put a dead snake in the neck of and he left. This incident was seen by the friend of his son, and it was informed to his son. So this son Shringi, he became very upset that how can a dog would like to eat in the master's plate. He called Kshatriyas the dog and Brahmanas as the masters of the society. He said, this dog like Kshatriyas, they want to come inside and eat in master's plate, my father's plate. Their position is outside. How dare Maharaj Parikshit come here inside and he put a dead snake on my father's neck? Who does he think himself of? Who is he? Just a Kshatriya? Lord Krishna has departed from this world. That doesn't mean that nobody can follow, one can do anything whatever he wants. So Shringi got very upset. Pranam Maharaj, Krishna. So Shringi got very upset and he cursed Maharaj Parikshit to die in 7 days. Maharaj Parikshit, on the other hand, while he was traveling back to his home, he was thinking that he has committed a grave offense. And he was thinking, this is the biggest mistake I have did in my life. I never criticized sadhus. I always served them. But now I have offended a sadhu. So he prayed to Krishna, let the biggest calamity come in my life. So Maharaj Parikshit, while he was thinking like this, he reached his palace, and there the news came. A disciple of Shamik Rishi, Gormukha, he informed him that, sir, you have only 7 days with you. And Maharaj Parikshit, he heard this message and he was very happy and pleased. So I don't have time to elaborate the description, so I am briefing it out very quickly. So he kept his crown, he gave his crown to his son, he changed his clothes, he came in sadhu vesha and he started walking on the bank of Ganges. As soon as he was walking on the bank of Ganges, the sadhus all over the universe, they started, there was a talk amongst them that what is going to happen with Parikshit Maharaj. This Parikshit Maharaj was saved by Lord Krishna when he was in the womb of mother. And now that same Parikshit Maharaj, who is a great devotee of Lord Krishna, is now going to die in the 7th day. Let's go and see what is going to happen. So all the sadhus from all over the universe, they started coming there on the bank of Ganges. And Parikshit Maharaj was welcoming each one of them. And then Parikshit Maharaj asked 2 questions to them. Which is that activity one should always perform? And the second question is, especially, which is that activity one has to perform when one has only 7 days left in his life? So the Ishtagoshti began amongst the sadhus. They started discussing. What is it? What is it? What is it? Big personalities were there in that assembly. As soon as this thing was, they were discussing, Vyasanandan, Vyasanandan Shukadeva Goswami, the dear devotee of Lord Shri Krishna, Shukadeva Goswami appeared there on the scene. And everyone, as soon as they saw Shukadeva Goswami, all these great rishis who were thousands and thousands of years old, they stood up in respect seeing Shukadeva Goswami. Why? Because they all knew he is a Mahabhagat. So they stood in with respect. And Maharaj and all of them said, please, Lord Krishna, oh Maharaj Parikshit, Lord Krishna has sent your answer. Go and take shelter of Shukadeva Goswami. So he went and took shelter of Shukadeva Goswami. He worshipped him. And then Shukadeva Goswami told Maharaj Parikshit, the answer to your question is Srimad Bhagavatam. Entire Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken in 7 days and 7 nights. On the seventh day, Maharaj Parikshit, after he heard Srimad Bhagavatam, he prayed to Shukadeva Goswami. He said, Anujanihi mam brahman vacham yasyami adoksaje mukta kama shayam cheta praveshya visrajami asun. He said, Gurudev, I have heard the transcendental pastimes from a lotus mouth. Now I want to give up this body by fixing my mind at the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. Please give me permission. Remember, he was cursed to die of a snake bird. But now here he is seeking permission from his spiritual master to leave his body. And Shukadeva Goswami said, Tatastu. Immediately Maharaj Parikshit, he sat in meditation and he fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, and he was remembering what he heard from his Gurudev. And in this position, he went in trance and gave up his body. And he went to the abode of the Lord. Takshak came, the snake bird came. But he only performed the rites which has to be performed, doing the Agni Sanskar of a dead body. Parikshit Maharaj is already left for the abode of the Lord. This is the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why Rashtaprayashu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. It is said that every day we should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. We should serve Srimad Bhagavatam, hear it from sadhus, read it, and speak about it, glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. This is by 3 ways we can serve Srimad Bhagavatam. How much time do I have, Prabhuji? No, I am done with the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. So now can I start my topic? Can I? I need to start my topic, or should I start tomorrow?
You do as you can.
Huh?
You do as you can.
So here Maharaj Parikshit is sitting and discussing, he is hearing from his Guru Maharaj, Shukadeva Goswami, about the pastimes of Lord Krishna. We'll discuss it tomorrow because I am in the time limitation. It's not good. We'll start tomorrow.
The idea is really to give an overview of
Yes.
That's the idea.
Yes.
Of
Okay.
this evening.
Okay. So we are going to discuss about Brahma Vimohana Lila. Brahmaji, he is the Supreme Father. He is the father of everyone. He is glorified in so many Shastras. He is a devotee of the Lord. He is an Acharya of our Sampradaya. He once got bewildered. If Brahma gets bewildered, what should we say about us? So for next 3 days, we are going to discuss what was the reason for Brahma getting bewildered, and how Krishna very tactfully, because since he is on a very elevated position, he has to deal with his son very carefully. Because if a guru has a disciple, a very senior disciple, and he commits a mistake, so the guru cannot chastise that disciple in front of everyone. He has to deal with him in a very different way. So Krishna also, he dealt with Brahma in a such a way that Brahma also realized who is the boss, and also all the demigods and everyone realized who is the boss. So this is the topic of our discussion for the next 3 days. So see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much.